I also want to talk about the idea of having capacity for more, growing capacity for more. So in the book, you tell this really funny story. I mean, maybe it's funny because you compare
Mhm.
yourself to Chevy Chase in Christmas Vacation, decorating for the holidays, and what it taught you about capacity.
Oh my God. I
Can you
love
tell
that
that
story.
story?
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. By the way, I believe that Christmas Vacation is the best of the vacation series, but I know that people, some like European Vacation. I like them all, but Christmas Vacation, my sister and I love. We know every line. Um, Randy Quaid in that movie. Oh my God. Cousin Eddie. Okay. So during COVID, my kids obviously, there were a lot of things that were taken away from them and they didn't have as much freedom. So when Christmas came around, I said to my husband, I'm going to go crazy and I'm going to buy every box of Christmas lights at Home Depot and we're going to string the whole house. And so we did that. And he said to me, it's never going to work. And I was like, well, that is so rude. And I'm going to do this and blah, blah, blah. And so I hire this guy. It's 3 days before Christmas. He puts lights on every tree. There's a Buddy the Elf blow up. There's a reindeer. I'm so excited. I just cannot wait. And so finally it comes time to put the lights on, and the lights are on for maybe 8 seconds, 10 seconds, and then everything goes off. And I go inside and the refrigerator's off. All the lights are off in the living room. My computer's turned off. I'm like, what's happening? And so my husband says, let's go to the circuit breaker. I'm going to show you what's happening. And so we walk over there with the guy who was stringing the lights. And we realize that there was not enough on the breaker to hold the amount of light. And I had never done the math to figure out, okay, well, if I have a box of 100 lights and then this one has 2000 watts and this reindeer thing spins around and that has 1800, I didn't even realize it's as simple as math. And so my husband said, that's why I said it wouldn't work, because in order for you to allow all that light, you would have to have enough power to hold the light. So you would have had to have called an electrician. And then before the guy strung the lights, the electrician could have added wattage to the panel, but that would have required you to have an electrician come and wire the house so it could hold more electricity.
Mhm.
And I realized, well, Christmas might be ruined, but this is a great example for my book, because what it shows us is that at any given moment, you can only receive your capacity to receive. And so what that means is our mind, our brain, our body, our nervous system, the way we're wired, if someone does something really nice for you and that's not an experience that you're used to, you actually will be uncomfortable receiving it.
Yeah.
Because when the mind sees something that's new, it registers it as unsafe because it's unfamiliar. It's like in Good Will Hunting when Robin Williams, he goes to hug Matt Damon's character, and Matt Damon grew up abused, and he goes to hug him and he's like, no, 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 no. And he goes to hug him and he goes, stop it. And then he's like, I just want to hug you. It's not your fault. And it actually hurts at first because no one's ever held him like that.
Mhm.
And so he has to kind of break through what was his capacity to receive love. He has to expand and let in more love. And in the journey to letting in more love, he has to face where he hit his ceiling because of what felt familiar in the past. And that's vulnerable. It takes courage. And so you and I both know the experience of having gone from not having money to people paying us more, and that feeling of courage to receive,
Take something.
it takes courage to ask for more, because it takes courage to have a greater capacity to receive more.
And all of this, by the way, magic sparked by a Jewish woman preparing her home for Christmas.